In my whole history in the trades and on YouTube, I've always championed brands that were underdogs that people kind of look down on, like Ryobi. Now, this Ryobi tool happens to be their die grinder. We're not talking about Ryobi today, but this is a fine example of one of the best die grinders you can get, in my opinion, battery powered that is. I use it all the time, and it's held up beautifully, and it does a great job. So what are we talking about today? Well, I was on an adventure in a store where you often find great tools. Aldi, the grocery store. Now, I know there's been Parkside tools at some of these grocery stores. I don't remember if it's Aldi or Lidl or what, but I found this, and it caught my eye. This is a Ferrex 12-volt drill. But it has some things that go way beyond its $24 price tag. It was $24.99, so I guess $25. First of all, it comes from Ferrex, which is a brand that everybody knows and loves. But just kidding. Who are these people? I have no idea. And I'll probably refer to them as ferret or feral several times during this video. This 2-speed drill has 21 clutch settings, and you see it here. It's a hammer drill, a $24.99 hammer drill that also has a metal chuck. So a metal chuck, it is 3/8, hammer drill, 2-speed, it is brushless. It doesn't say it's brushless, but every time I hit the trigger, there's no spark in there whatsoever. So I'm thinking it's brushless. It has a battery that might look very hyper tough, very Craftsman Next Tech-like, but here's where the ingenious part is. There's a USB-C on the bottom. Now, to be honest, I don't like a USB-C on the bottom because all it is a dust collection port that's going to end up getting clogged, and there's nothing that I know of that blocks this unless I dumped it in the packaging before I saw it. So this is going to be a problem eventually. Even if they did give you a cover, you're going to lose it, and it's going to be dunked in the dirt every now and then, or worse. That's right. The $24.99, I guess, is lower than HyperTough because you don't have to pay for their awful charger. And I guess an awful charger costs about 20 bucks because that seems to be the difference, although that can't be true. So you get a battery and you get your Ferrex and you're left to your devices because everyone has a USB-C now because all the iPhones are, and most of us are iPhone users. So you got that USB-C to charge up your battery. But how does it work? Today we're going to find out how good or bad this sucker really is. And just to let you guys know, there is a reciprocating saw too. There's probably more. But at the particular store I went to was just these two tools, and I was just so curious I had to get them. We'll talk about the reciprocating saw real soon here. It looks very HyperTough-like, except for it has a different color on it besides the HyperTough colors. It's got the black, it's got the gray, but it also has blue. It has blue, guys, which makes it different. Now we're over here at my tachometer to see what kind of RPM we have. I do want to let everybody down now. I did see the spark in there. It is brushed. I thought it was brushless, but it's not. We're starting low speed. We're going to come in just below 300 here. A real screamer, guys. A real screamer. So a little bit slower than some of the competition. Let's go in high speed. That is way below the competition, 950 odd RPM, and it says it's coming in at 1300 and 400.
This is such a crock of shit.
We got a little lion machine here, guys. But I tell you what, I do like that it has a couple knobs here that allow you to switch from screw mode, drill mode, to hammer mode really easy. I like that. That's cool. But RPM-wise, that's bad. Just as an experiment to see if we can actually do it, we're going to run some of these construction screws into the side of this slab here just to see if they will actually, be driven in by this drill. Let's see how it does in high speed. Well, that ain't great. Let's see if we can run them the rest of the way on low speed. It made it. I don't see any smoke coming out. Let's take it out. All right, that's going to be about 100,000 degrees, so I'm not going to catch that. Let's try one more on low speed. Now this wood's a little bit harder than like a pine 2x4, but this isn't exactly impressive, even though the wood's harder. Woo, hot. This is the Hyper Tough 2-speed hammer drill, but it's 20 volt. So it's gonna be a little bit better. Let's see how much better it is, and then we'll bring in the 12 volt, see how much better it is, if at all. I'm just saying that because I assume it's gonna be better, because it hasn't looked good so far. It's $24. Looks like that's where it belongs. Let's try it high speed with the 20 volt Hyper Tough. How about we adjust the clutch and do that right? All right, there. That drives it all the way in on high speed. Okay, let's go get the Hyper Tough 12 volt. Now 12 volt has this 4 amp hour battery, and since the Ferret has about a 1.3 amp hour, I think.
That's it?
And of course the Ferret's not brushless like this Hyper Tough. We're gonna go get the weaker battery for this thing. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's the tariffs or what, but Hyper Tough products have gone up quite a bit. I think maybe some of the good reviews that they've received online on YouTube from various channels, chiefly myself. Of course, I'm kidding, but there's been a lot of good reviews for them, so I think they're starting to get too big for their britches. High speed for the 12 volt. Not quite, but on low speed, no problem. And it starts to pull it into the board. So 12 volts good. The Ferret not looking so good. It looks so similar, but you know, it's not quite the same. Now I like to have these little competitions up here between our various drills, and I think to have these three would be the best. I don't have the Hyper Tough brushed one, but the Hyper Tough brushed one isn't like the Ferret here. The Ferret's 2-speed hammer drill. You gotta try that hammer drill out somewhere, I reckon. Get a piece of a block in here and come on and drill into it or something. But I don't have high expectations. I'm gonna see if these drills can drill this one small lag screw. It's not gonna be pretty, and it definitely won't be doable for all of them. The Ferret maybe. And we'll put a few construction screws in because I love to do that. Here's our construction screws. We have 4 screws and 1 lag screw. I don't think we're gonna need a whole lot to ascertain the ability of these drills. I think we're gonna figure it out pretty soon. Turns out that, here, watch this wordplay. The Ferrex here might turn out to be nothing more than a jobber. Now see, that skillful wordplay for the Ferrex here is all about this video's sponsor, which is Jobber, which is a great service for your small business. If you are a landscape engineer, you know, you cut grass. If you are an HVAC engineer, guy who puts refrigerant in the machine. If you're a plumber, you know what they do. We've all have toilets. Electrician, businesses like that, Jobber is perfect for you to streamline and run your business in an efficient way that can lead you more time with your family. If you like your family, maybe you don't. It'll get you more money. If you don't like money, then I don't know why you own a business. Jobber's a great way to get those things into your life, reduce your stress and hassle. Now you can go down to the description of this video and get the link right there for our Jobber special offer. I'm gonna say special offer, and that covers anything that happens, and it's really vague. But I think you'll love the service. It helps out a lot of people. And now back to the Ferret, if you will. First up, we have the Hyper Tough 12 volt. I should have got a socket for that. I didn't do that. Be right back. Our 12 volt will start in second gear, and we'll see how well we do. Not quite. Switching to first gear. Drilled so far, it went through the board itself, so that's good. We're gonna count that as a completion, and I'm gonna lift this thing up so I don't drill through my table. And next up, we're gonna have our 20 volt Hyper Tough. Let's see how well she does. Hopefully the best. We'll put them in high speed for the construction screws. Not quite. Good job by the 20 volt. A real Brutus beefcake. I hope the neighbor's dog, who's been barking this whole time, finds his way in front of an 18-wheeler later. Wait, that's wrong. Nope, I'm gonna stick with it. Here we go. Ferrex on, we know we're gonna need to be on low speed with the Ferrex. So let's see if we can do this. Let's pray for the Ferrex. Ferrex is maxed itself out. Not too hot yet. Okay. We're going to keep on going. It made it. Still not smoking yet. No, it's still trucking. And last but not least, in the construction screws. Oh, the best one yet. I don't want to smoke up the Ferrex, I really don't, but I'm going to see how far I can go within reason on this lag screw. That's pretty much it. There's a little smoke. Come on, Ferrex, cool down. It's going to be okay. A little bit of smoke from the Ferrex there, but it actually did better than I thought it was going to do. So what's the moral of the story? Well, we had the Ferrex. Maybe the moral should be don't buy your tools at a grocery store. That's probably a really smart way to go about life. Now, I was super curious about this thing, especially when it appears somewhat similar to the Hyper Tough. It's got the metal chuck. It's a hammer drill. I should try the hammer drill still. Maybe we'll do that in a different video because I don't think anyone expects a hammer drill to be surreal. And I'll have to set up a whole other place outside. So I'm not going to do that right now. But we will do that at one point. Probably in a short coming up real soon. The Hyper Tough is the best in this little area of budget tools. It's just a really great tool. I've had these tools for a while. The impact driver's got to be 2 years now. I bought the second one that had the metal chuck version. But the first 12 volt Hyper Tough drill with the plastic chuck, I just sold it at my tool shop because I wanted to keep the one with the metal chuck. So maybe just maybe in the future, the Ferrex saw will be better. But I'm going to whisper something in your ear as I go. God bless you all. It's not going to be better.